All right. Hey, welcome everybody back to Necessary Censorship. You may notice I'm a little bit different today. We're all staying in the Halloween spirit here. My name's Walter White. You can call me Heisenberg. And the end, we got
Run DMC or Run to Mike.
and if you can hear him through the microphone, we have
The Snow Wizard.
Snow Wizard. And then to my right,
Gordon. L's for love.
Hell for Love. And the man behind the curtain, as you can see, we don't actually know if he might be dead.
He might be dead.
Well, he said he was taking his pants off.
Yeah, that is true. Wake up, man behind the curtain.
He needs more cheese whiz.
Oh my goodness, yeah, it's coursing through his veins. It's good to have you guys back.
It's good to be back. It's been a while.
Been a minute.
No.
It's been a minute. So as you may not remember, Jesse from last week. I'm Jason. We got Rob. We'll see how long he actually lasts in that mask, and then we got Mike on the end there, and then Jeremy, the man behind the curtain. Finally got the whole group back. We wanted to kind of. I had this idea a couple weeks ago about doing another Halloween special, and I think I actually like the fact that it's after Halloween, because it's kind of like everyone wants to rush and do this crap right before it, but we're gonna keep this going. Right now, they're filling the stores with Christmas stuff, and
So excited.
you know what?
So
We're gonna keep it rolling with just some debauchery. So I think.
Come Christmas time, we're already celebrating 4th of July.
Yeah, okay, well, maybe Memorial Day. I don't know if we want to get that far ahead of us.
All right, we'll see how it plays out.
All right, guys. So anyway, keeping in the Halloween spirit, I did bring some Blavad, and you mix this with orange juice. So you just make a basic screwdriver, but it is actually a drink that I was told is called witch's piss. So cheers, everybody, on a Halloween. Yeah, black vodka.
Black vodka.
Actually, I don't even know. I don't even know how old this is. This.
Yeah, pour that vodka
That's
in my pint
reassuring.
glass.
Yeah, well, it's alcohol, you know.
It was white to begin with. Run to Mike.
It was a clear liqueur.
Yes, it was clear.
It was a clear liqueur.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Fresh squeezed, I assume. Fresh squeezed.
You know, go ahead there, Gordon. Here you go.
Oh, thanks.
Well, yeah,
You know, I do remember this being a lot more green.
Oh my
This is.
God.
yeah,
Oh no, sorry. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. I'll put it there.
Good Lord.
If I'm drinking that, the mask has got to come off.
Yeah, this is an awful looking.
Yes, this is.
I don't know if you
know,
guys can see this. If you've ever seen either
Congratulations.
Pea Soup or the movie The Exorcist.
What I was going to say is I recently had to unclog the bathroom sink.
You know, I was
And,
thinking right along the same lines there.
Hey, man behind the curtain, we need you out here.
Yeah, Jeremy, maybe get a close up of the drink.
Yeah, just bring it up there, Thor.
And
What the heck?
Bring it up there, Thor. Put it to the camera. Let the people see what it is that we're about to consume. Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's if you've seen Exorcist, that's pretty much it. We'll stay with the Halloween theme. Hey, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
bring it in.
Cheers, brothers.
I'll do the walking.
Oh no, I touched his glass.
Oh yeah.
All right, we all got the Rona. See, just a screwdriver.
Yeah.
Yeah, not terrible.
All right, what do we want to start with today?
I don't really get the split pea out of this.
Well, no, I didn't say it tasted like split pea.
Oh,
Jeremy,
No, that's when we actually get to the Malort later. Yeah, stick around, everybody. We
Jepsons.
this is not going to end well for probably any of us. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I've had Malort once in my life, and it's
Memorable.
Yeah, not good.
Well, you're talking this up so much. I'm excited
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I let's just say I would rather drink that crap Glyph.
Whoa.
And
Wow.
no, well,
that's
the
on
other
the
stuff
menu
that he
too.
used to have. Yeah, no, oh goodness. Yeah, what do we want to start with? I mean, I did
want to
give.
start off by I watched the last episode that you guys did.
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
Very-
what would you say is your favorite part on that one?
Probably the candy talk. Yeah, all the nostalgic candy talk.
Can you believe we went 30 minutes on candy?
I watched.
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was laying down watching and listening, and the whole time I had a smile on my face. The whole time, and I was just
and then
chuckling.
you turned on the podcast.
just chuckling and laughing. And I will say, I will probably avoid your guys' houses on Halloween.
I didn't say I buy that crap. I just said I liked it.
Oh Lord.
Okay, let's just get your opinion. Candy corn, yay or nay?
Yeah, I can do.
Okay, candy corn. Yeah, Rob. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I do.
All right.
I get down with candy corn.
You know where I'm going. Those little black and orange things.
Oh, hell no.
All right, more for us.
Yes. You know, I don't know what it, and I think it really does go back to nostalgia on that one.
Those orange peanut things too.
No, that.
Oh,
no,
the
they were
circus
like,
peanuts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are garbage.
No, you guys are talking about those individual wrapped like
Yes.
taffy
Yeah,
things,
yes,
right?
those
The
are
black.
nice.
and
Yes, the
orange.
black and the orange.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those-
it's kind of
awful.
peanut butter.
Oh,
No,
those
they're
are great.
fantastic. They're good. They're good.
Yeah.
They're good. Oh well, no, I'm glad you liked them, Mike. Hopefully, it brought you a little bit of that
Yeah,
that trash up
those,
there.
Those things.
Hope you brought you a little bit of entertainment while you're under the
They
weather.
actually kind of do
I
look
did.
like they're in little garbage bags.
And I like how they call them kisses. Like, where was Hershey's on that one? Going, hey, you effers.
And I never heard of that Cherry Clan thing before
Oh,
in my life.
What?
Really? Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that horrifying? Like,
it was a learning.
it's unbelievable that. And then, as Bob so eloquently pointed out, is that they only got rid of it to take off
In
the
favor
capitalize off of
of, yeah.
lemon heads.
Yes.
Not that it was racist. No.
See,
And I assumed red, so Japan,
Right.
the Red Nation, red.
Yeah, and that's what I thought of after the fact was because we were like,
Well,
what
no,
the hell
Russia's
is?
red too, right? Russia's the red.
Well,
bear.
well, it's red with the oh, you're saying what? Yeah, but they're more stripes now. But back then, yeah, it's the white flag with the red circle.
yeah.
Thought of that right after the fact. I'm like, yeah,
See,
that's what it is. They
everyone
went
out
with
there,
that.
you can actually learn something from this here.
You may not ever. It might
Not
be a Jeopardy
just
question.
some
You never know.
blabbering idiots.
Well,
Most, I mean,
there is that.
you know.
Yeah,
There is some mild educational value here.
I
At least what not to say or do.
goodness. Anyway, I kind of told you guys a little bit about this. I'll start really quick because I just have to share this. My messing with some kids that on the way here at the Quick Trip, dressed as Heisenberg here.
Did they know?
So I was pumping my car, and because of the rain, I didn't have my hat on. And all I had was since it's getting dark, I'm gonna take these sunglasses off. I had the gold rim glasses, and I was pumping gas. And as I ran in to go buy the OJ, I heard one of the kids go, "Dude, is that Walter White? That guy's dressed just like Walter White." And someone's like, "Dude, what?" And and so I could kind of hear him kind of talking or whatever. And as I was inside waiting in line, I kind of kept looking out at them, and I could see them they're sitting there waiting. So then I'm like, okay, I kind of run back out, and I hear
Yeah, open one of those, man behind the curtain. Open one
they
of
go,
those. We'll get to some of those.
"Oh my goodness!" Yeah, they go, "Oh my God, that's got to be a Halloween costume. What the hell? That guy looks just like Heisenberg." So I kind of get in my truck, and I quick put on I pull around to him, and I put my hat on, and I do this little thing, and I looked at him, and I said, "Stay out of my territory." And I chucked him one of these, one of my new product, some of the blue. So here you go, guys. Have some of the blue. Oh, here, have another one.
She just keeps throwing it.
Yeah. So and
He's got to unload inventory here.
they were
Did you guys see that?
free of
Did you
charge.
see me
They
dodge
thought it
that?
was fantastic, and I thought it was a great thing. And like I've told you guys, I just want to walk around like pick and save sometimes, just right in the middle of December. Nowhere near Halloween, just like, what the hell is this?
Christmas shopping dressed like that.
But I just thought it was great. Like, you walk around, you just kind of hope. And what was really funny during trick or treating is more adults didn't know who I was. More kids knew who I was than adults,
That's bizarre.
which is really bizarre because I was like, oh yeah, what part did you like when they were like melting bodies, or what did you like? What was your favorite part?
Yeah, the bathtub scene. When the body fell through the.
I can't even take a proper dump up there anymore.
So Jesse, what do you want to talk
Well,
well, the two people here that have never watched. an
no, we won't
episode
dwell
of
on
that
it.
show.
We won't dwell on it, just because you guys have, neglected
We can talk
to
Harry
watch
Potter.
one of the greatest television
Never
shows
watched any of
in
that
history.
either.
That is really good.
Huh?
That's really good.
And I might, and this is just before, I don't want to get too far off track because I might be on the fence of saying Better Call Saul might be better.
Really.
Just because of the way it ended. I mean, it was such a good
See,
build
I
story.
didn't finish it.
Okay, so we can
Ooh,
talk
tell-
when you get a
tell
little
us
bit closer
about
to
the
that.
ending. Please.
No, we'll be
It'll,
good.
it'll make me determine
I
whether
mean,
or
it's
not I
only
want to
been
watch
out.
it. Okay?
It's only been out for 2 months. So,
Come on.
so anyway,
Well, he's been too busy watching necessary censorship. Okay.
giggling to himself. What else do you guys want to talk about before we get to your homework assignment that some of you neglected to do?
My dog ate my homework.
Your dog ate your homework?
Yes.
Well, so
Damn. I feel sorry for that dog.
we don't have to. It doesn't have to be. So one of the things I asked all the guys to do was, well, I kind of thought of like, we can talk about our favorite horror movies, ones that we didn't like, which prompted me to think of the new Halloween movies that have come out recently, and so I kind of said, I kind of put out some homework assignments. So I'm like, try to watch the 3 most recent ones. If anything, watch the piece of shit last one that just came out. So spoiler alert, even to you guys here, spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about this here. So kind of a little, what kind of started, so my favorite horror movie of all time is the original Halloween. 1978, Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't think it gets any better than that. There's little to no to blood. Michael Myers is not even known as Michael. He's known as the Shape. He's just, it's more about what you don't see than what you see, and I just think it's so well done. And unfortunately, every sequel after that has been pretty much trash.
Well, they got progressively worse.
Yeah, I mean,
I
Halloween
think.
2, the original Halloween 2 in the hospital was okay.
Yeah.
Until they brought out like the Revenge or Return of the Jedi crap. Well, actually, they did it before Return of the Jedi, I believe. They were the brother sister thing. They pulled that out. Then the ones that 3, which took a total deviation, Season of the Witch, had nothing to do with Michael Myers. Then to realize, wow, this movie kind of sucks. So let's come back and bring Michael Myers back and make him into some big cultist clan controlled monster. Rob Zombie ended up rebooting it, which I actually enjoyed the very first zombie one. The second one is absolute garbage, but what the most recent trilogy, what they tried to do is they actually tried to piggyback just directly off the original one. So they ignore everything from 2 on. So they're Michael and Laurie are not brother sister. They just kind of make him as a mindless psychopath. And
Rude.
yeah, no backstory. So the one that came out in 2018, which is a little confusing, it's called Halloween, which is a sequel to Halloween. Yes, that might be my only real gripe. I mean, other than that, I thought it was a really good sequel to the original one. They kind of they planted some good seeds about Michael, kind of not making him supernatural, but kind of making him a force that's just kind of he's just gonna kill. He doesn't have any motive or anything like that. I thought it was good. Flash forward a couple years, then they come to Halloween Kills, and this is when the train kind of jumps off the tracks. This is this is the bobsled. We're on turn 3 and we're already upside down. So I took notes.
He's got a very strong opinion.
I
on
took
that.
notes.
Someone did their homework.
And so, and Rob and I know Jeremy, I know you might have seen these, and guys too. Mike and Jesse, when you haven't seen it, please feel free to just throw in opinions too.
Okay.
All right.
I hated it.
Already,
Hated
I
it.
hated it. What was that in Living Color? Hated it.
Two snaps in a V formation.
So, and Rob, maybe I'll throw this out there, and you can see if you could agree, disagree. So some of the pros I liked of Kills. So Kills takes place, I believe, It's the same night, isn't it?
Yes.
It's okay. So it's almost like direct. It takes place right after the 2018 version of Halloween, where the city, Haddonfield, has had enough. Damn it, they have had enough, and they are gonna do some mob mentality, and they are gonna go crazy. And oh yeah, so I guess
they're
we
gonna
should
burn shit.
Yeah, we
down.
should preface it is that the Halloween, the 2018 ended with Michael being trapped in a house. That was a trap laid by Laurie and it's set on fire. It was implied that he may be dead, he may be gone. You don't know. And Kills opens up. He somehow gets out, and he's superhuman strength. He disposes of an entire fire department. It's I don't even. Okay, so this is kind of one of the things is he's a ridiculous monster in this one, and I'm just gonna get it over with the things I actually didn't mind of this movie because it's a short list.
Okay.
So it's better to just kind of rant
It
about
ended.
it. Hold on, spoiler alert. That's actually one of the pros of when Halloween ends.
Yes, finally.
Ends.
When it finally ended.
Why did you underline finally 4 times?
So one of the things I actually did enjoy of Halloween Kills was they had a pretty decent flashback to the original movie. So obviously with the original movie in '78, it ends with him fighting Laurie and stuff like that, and he kind of disappears, and no one knows where it goes. Well, they kind of pick up with this, and they kind of have a flashback. They have like a CGI Dr. Loomis, and they kind of show how Michael gets caught. I'm fine with that. I liked it. I liked the flashbacks. Thought it was really good. It kind of explained where he went, where he disappeared to, how he tried to just kind of... He had a little bit of supernatural ability, but not too bad. They also had a little flashback to the Halloween masks from the Season of the Witch. The ghost, or the skeleton, the witch, and the pumpkin. From that spin-off Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. I thought, okay, that's not bad. The one thing, though, Laurie makes a point in this movie of saying that the more Michael kills, the more he transcends, he evolves, he becomes unkillable, I think is what the word. He becomes impossible to kill.
So he's like a Hydra?
Yeah, so like the more
Hey, cut off a
the
head.
more
Oh,
he
hey,
kills,
2 more.
so this is where things don't make sense.
He's consuming other
Yeah,
people's
yeah.
powers. That's what it is.
And they say fear is the curse of Michael Myers, so the city is afraid, so that's why he's able to just get crazy. Well, they can't defeat him with brute force, they say, and then
And obviously, fire doesn't work, right? You
no.
can't burn them.
well, yeah, and so
Well, nothing has really worked up to this.
Did
So, and
anybody,
that
did
kinda
anybody try
leads-
killing him with kindness?
And this is
Maybe he just wants a
supposedly
friend,
it's the same guy. Through
yes, exactly.
and he hasn't aged.
Well, so take in mind, so this is 40 years after the original one, so technically he's in his 60s in this
Okay.
one. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
He's superhuman strength in the beginning
Correct.
of this one.
Yeah.
He's literally picking people up with like a fire bar, and it's ridiculous.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, like most
And
60-year-old men.
the motto for
old man strength.
the motto for this movie was "Evil dies tonight." So they kept straying that the city is going to hunt down Michael, and they're going to take out evil. Evil dies tonight. It becomes a chant. The whole city starts going on.
Hold on.
I
Did this
don't
turn
even-
into a musical?
It should have.
Were they all chanting, walking down the
They
streets?
were. Evil dies tonight. Evil dies tonight. So they have this whole thing of Laurie versus Michael. Laurie spends the whole movie in the hospital bed. Whole movie, she's in the hospital. I don't even. Okay, waste of time. And
Well, not the whole movie.
yes, the
Not
whole movie.
halfway.
There was the shower.
Okay, sorry. She got out of bed and walked around in the hospital hallways a
No,
little
because
bit.
it advances in the future, and then she's making a life for herself.
That's in Kills, or Ends. That's the second one, or the third one.
Sorry, I thought you were.
No, no,
including
no. I'm
it.
still dwelling on the bullshit
Oh
that's
my
Kills.
God.
Hold on. Just remember, he was sleeping.
That is true.
He was
Wake up back there, Thor.
Sorry,
So
looking
in
at
some
her
of the other
position
cons, I
here.
know I kind of joked about this. There's a chief of police who's dressed like a cowboy for whatever reason. He's absolutely worthless in here. I don't know what the point of cops are,
Just so you know, he means business. I mean, you see a guy in a cowboy.
but he's
cowboy,
worthless.
I mean,
He's absolutely worthless. The mob mentality is so crazy. They start chasing this short, fat guy, a mental patient in a hospital because they think he looks like the 6'4" skinny Michael Myers. They think this little short Danny DeVito looking guy is Michael Myers. They chase him, and the guy ends up killing himself.
Completely
Ridiculous.
makes sense.
Ridiculous. Yeah, I wrote in here, short and fat. That was the description. Yeah, that's
Typically up to no good.
That was
yeah, but
typically-
and then when he jumps off and they look and
Yeah, those
They
short,
go-
those short, fat ones.
this wasn't Michael.
Typically up to no good.
Yeah, it's just and pretty much all the throwback characters got killed in this one. It's trash. Okay.
is that a rut
It-
roll?
Yeah, yeah. And it ends with Michael killing Lori's daughter and disappearing.
I thought you were gonna say her
Yeah.
dog.
No, it would have been better if it was the dog, but so it just kind of ends and you're like, well, okay, and he just disappears for whatever reason. Any thoughts on am I missing anything at this point with Halloween Kills?
No, no.
Couple questions.
Yes.
When do you see Jamie Lee Curtis take her shirt off?
You do in Trading Places with Dan Aykroyd in
Okay.
1983. I
Okay,
believe
so
is the year in
I'll
that.
go and see that one. Do you know
Yes.
about where in the movie? No, okay.
There's a couple spots. There's 2 spots.
How many times with product placement did you see Activia?
None.
No Activia.
No,
not even in the
no,
hospital. They brought
no.
the food over. Tray
No,
comes
and she
off,
wasn't. Yeah, and
there's
she's
the-
like, "Ooh, yeah."
And then the background you hear Activia.
No, they
No?
didn't. They
Okay.
wasted opportunity.
Okay, and would you recommend buying the soundtrack?
No.
Okay,
Okay.
continue.
All right.
Is
So
anyone else like extremely impressed with how serious?
yes.
Jason
Hold on, because I'm gonna start getting to the bullshit that's this last movie.
Hey, this is nothing. Let's watch Ghostbusters 2016
Oh,
and watch how
God.
serious he gets.
Talk about passion.
That's another whole
Fiery
podcast.
passion.
You might want to wear a football helmet. and
Yes.
Fiery
pads.
passion.
Yes,
Yeah.
just-
Hey, Jeremy, am I missing anything on Kills?
The last thing I remember was she thinks her husband's cheating on her, so she has a little affair with Bill Paxton. Oh wait, no, that's True Lies.
Yeah, that was,
Sorry,
that was True Lies.
sorry, my
Yeah,
bad.
True Lies.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The vet gets him wet. Yeah.
No, that's pretty much it. They added the only thing
Dana,
is they
now.
added more death scenes to kind of make it a little gorier. Like
They do.
death
They
scenes.
do have Michael go like on a ninjutsu
Yeah,
killing spree where he's literally kills like 30 people in like a minute.
yeah, that's what they had.
Well, that's
jump
impressive.
up the kill.
Yeah,
Kill.
they were like, "Hey, we're calling this Halloween Kills," and he's literally only killed like 2 people in this. Oh, and by the way, I am going to reference
Well,
to.
because he killed him. He took everything from the end movie and this one and put them all in Halloween Kills because I don't. He doesn't
Okay.
really kill anybody.
I'm also one of my biggest pet peeves from this one, which it's more of a pet peeve and ends, but it starts in this one. A woman they showed it in the trailer. He kills a woman by stabbing her in the throat with a half-broken fluorescent light bulb. He breaks it off and he jabs it in her throat and he twists it, and it ends with her sitting there breathing, kind of, wheezing, or whatever. Flash forward to Halloween Ends. That broad is still alive. She can't talk now.
Well, it was a flesh wound. Just rub some
That's
dirt on
just one of the things. So anyway, Halloween Ends starts 4 years. Yeah, here it is. 4 years after the movie. Suddenly, Michael just disappears. Just disappears. But okay, Flash. With this scene with the Flash, I'll admit, creative way.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic. Knife
That
versus
was
bulb.
way too easy to just
Knife
like,
versus bulb.
and then he
fight.
twists it, and and of course it doesn't. But anyone who's ever dealt with a fluorescent light bulb, that thing is shattering and
Sharp.
yeah.
She
apparently very sharp.
She must have had some very tender skin.
And look at then he rips it. Just yeah. It's. I'm sorry.
extremely fragile.
Spoiler alert: she lives. Somehow she's alive in that.
Yeah.
So anyway, the third movie ends 4 years after Halloween Kills, and we're just supposed to assume Mike disappears. Lori moves on. Her daughter moves on. Or was it her daughter or granddaughter? Granddaughter.
Granddaughter, yeah.
They move on. They have a house. Whatever. But anyway, it opens up though with
She's
this.
still alive.
Yes, she's still alive right there. Yeah, don't worry, she's still alive. She's breathing. What did you think of the opening scene of Halloween Ends with the babysitting scene? So it opens up. There's
So hot.
Yeah.
Ooh.
it's not as this
Wow.
dude comes over
Yes.
to babysit. What? He's maybe
A
10
twi-
years old.
A 21-year-old man comes over to babysit. Yeah, I would say probably 8.
I
9.
actually laughed.
Okay, that's where I was
8
going
years
with this, Jeremy. Is
I
so
laughed
it,
hard.
it actually makes you think like they're kind of saying like Michael might show up. So there are a few things I don't mind with this as they kind of take liberty, like like Michael he was always kind of a shadow there. So it opens 1 year. Sorry, this movie opens 1 year after the last movie. Okay, so 1 year later,
Okay.
Michael's still kind of there. Like kind of people still talk about him. Well, this kid ends up babysitting this kid, and the kid is kind of a dick. And he ends up locking the babysitter in an attic. Okay.
The kid.
The little kid, and the the babysitter starts freaking out, and he starts kicking the door, kicking the door. And right as the parents walk in, to return from their Halloween party, they hear the babysitter go, "I'm gonna kill you," and then he kicks the door open, and it smashes the kid in the face, and he goes flying over about a railing and falls 3 stories.
A ridiculously high.
3 stories.
Staircase.
Like it's a it's a
yes,
3-story, and he flies down, and the way it's shot is so ridiculous. Like people laughing when they were watching this. He kills the kid because I laughed, and I wrote on here, hilarious opening scene. Not supposed to be funny, but it was.
I was laughing. I at first I'm like, what's happening? And then all of a sudden, the boy
He
died.
kicked the door because I knew as soon as I'm like,
I was
he's
like,
gonna
oh
punt
my
this
God,
kid
this
over
is
the railing.
hilarious.
And it's not supposed. Well, so anyway, so then this babysitter kind of has this stigma as being a killer. Okay, he's trying to make his life better. He's trying to get better.
But he was arrested for this. He was
arrested, but
he was put in the back of a cop car and taken away. But I guess nothing obviously came of it because he was.
My guess is
he
they
was a-
maybe gave him
he
some
was-
probation or something because it was
he was
deemed
a
like.
free man.
Oh yeah, this. Come on, please tell me they show this.
It's so dark.
Here it is. Oh yeah, you missed it. I mean, I shouldn't be laughing at a kid. Yeah. So right now they hear, "I'm gonna kill you," and he punts the door open, hits the kid, and she goes, "Huh?" And you hear,
There it
"Ah!" You hear the kid, "Ah!" Just
Man.
Well, the kid was a total dick.
yeah.
I was
But
like,
look at this stairwell,
Yeah.
3 stories up.
Look at how ridiculously just high. That
Yeah,
is.
and so that's how it opens, and
You'd think with a house like that they would have a nanny and not need to hire a babysitter.
yeah, that's one of the many faults of this movie. One of the pros I actually really enjoyed the opening pumpkin scene. You know, where they're doing the credits and the pumpkins kind of keep busting out of the one before it. Okay. It's pretty bad when I'm saying that
Wow.
this is, yeah. That's one of the cool things of it is the opening title sequence.
Yeah.
And then I really enjoyed, the last 3 things I thought were good were the DJ's kill scene.
Oh yeah, his tongue
Where
just got
he-
on the turntable.
Where, spoiler alert, he gets killed by getting his head smashed in to the point where his jaw falls off.
His,
And Myers
his tongue's
cuts
hanging out.
cuts his tongue off, and it falls on the record player in the studio, and the song is playing, but
and
the
it's,
tongue
and it's skipping
keeps
over
hitting
the
the needle. Yeah, and then the blowtorch scene I thought was pretty original,
tongue.
where the killer ends up taking a blowtorch and putting it right in a dude's mouth.
I know.
I thought,
Cody even said that. Cody watched it with me.
Like-
he goes,
yeah, that's
Nice.
"Put the fire in her mouth."
yeah, that's
or
that.
his mouth.
And then the last thing I thought was good is what I showed Jesse here is I wrote when it finally ended.
So now is it supposed to be done?
Well, so
Well,
here's the cons.
Yes.
It
let's
should
get to
be.
the cons.
Yes, and the Rolling Stones aren't going on tour anymore.
My cons are the woman who lived from kills, who's stabbed with a light bulb. The other thing too. Okay, so what happens eventually is this Corey. The kid's name is Corey Cunningham. He's the babysitter. He's being bullied mercilessly. Okay, just people bullying him left and right. He ends up meeting Laurie Strode's granddaughter, likes her, but then people start bullying him because of it. He ends up getting pulled into the sewer or goes into the sewer.
Yeah, it turns into a whole
Okay,
weird
let's flash forward.
Halloween It type.
But this is also
Mashup.
50 minutes into the movie. Michael Myers has not made an
Yes.
appearance 50 minutes into this movie.
Yeah, the movie apart from the opening 5 minutes, the progression was really clunky.
50
and
minutes.
slow.
It's a love story. It's all this bullshit with the whatever. And he
Yeah.
finds Myers, and when you see Myers for the first time, he's there for 10 seconds. And I don't know. I took it as maybe he passed his evil to this kid.
Yeah, he
They
can't-
they
he
share
can't-
this
he-
look.
He grabs.
Oh, that's what they
Yeah.
want you to think
He,
at
gra-
first.
he
Yeah.
grabs his neck through that little crack in the
Yeah.
sewer, and they
So
just
he uses
they stare into each other's eyes.
so he
for-
uses the Force with
Yeah.
the Darth
Yeah.
Vader death
Yeah.
grip and passes that on to him.
Yeah, and so
strawberry.
Logic.
eventually
Logic.
Corey,
Yeah.
he kills one or two people, and he's giving all these warning signs to the girl, where like any normal human being is gonna go,
I mean,
this guy's a nutbag.
he flat out tells her. He comes to her house and says, "Look, I need to tell you something. I killed somebody."
But you know what? That's not a deal breaker. Apparently,
I guess
it's not a deal breaker. And so he goes back and he kicks Michael's ass. Well, no, actually, hold on. He realizes for whatever reason he starts luring. Well, actually, let me back up a little more. All the victims in this are dicks. So everyone that gets killed
Yeah.
in this movie, you're like, oh, okay, guy was an asshole.
Yeah, they got
Every
their
person
comeuppance.
who's killed is a bully. Corey ends up like luring people to things, and then he helps Michael kill these people to help Michael gain his strength back. Apparently, right? So
Yeah,
the more he
they're
kills,
working
right?
at it as a nice little
Because he's
team.
been, just hiding in a sewer for 4 years, apparently.
He's in
and
And he eventually, though,
that homeless that led me to believe that homeless guy knew Michael Myers.
yeah,
was
because he
there the
made a
whole
point,
time.
like, yeah, how did you get out of there without his mask or whatever?
Yeah.
And
Saul
yeah.
Goodman is in there.
he is not.
Oh,
No.
I thought it looked like he was.
No, Saul does not make an appearance. That's Jamie Lee Curtis.
No. Go back, Jeremy. One page.
I know. I'm trying to look at IMDb. It said
It's
he was.
Bob Odenkirk.
It said he was in here.
There is no way, unless it was like a cut scene. Maybe he was in it and they cut the scene.
Surprised that didn't make your pros list.
Well, if he was in it, it might have saved it. And then eventually,
There he is.
what the hell? What does it say? Bob, credit only. What does that mean? I don't even know what
Bob.
that means. So yeah, hey Bob, we're gonna put you in this movie. You're not gonna be in it, but you're gonna be a credit only.
Maybe he just told somebody
Bobby.
to say something and like
Yeah, And so anyway, after killing a few people, this Corey decides he just wants to do it himself, and he goes and he beats Michael's ass, steals the mask himself, and goes on a killing spree himself as acting as Michael Myers. So now you not only have Michael Myers, you have this kid running around as Myers, and then they kind of said he becomes more indestructible the more he kills. Well, he didn't happen. That was garbage. And then
sinking at me here.
I think the last thing was the implied pregnancy. I think it's implied that nutjob Corey, before he's killed at the end, knocks up Laurie's daughter.
Yeah.
So the whole movie was advertised as the final battle between Michael and Laurie, right? You literally get that the last 10 minutes of this movie.
Because there is after this movie, there is no way Michael Myers is coming back. He got turned into hamburger.
Yeah,
Well, the whole thing I find really stupid was the relationship between her and her granddaughter there. Like, all of a sudden, she's like, you can't tell me what to do. And it's like, it was like, wait, after this murderer kills my mom and, like,
Yeah.
already that relationship wouldn't be like that.
It's so odd.
She would be like, okay, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I don't care if I haven't seen him. I'm not going.
Yeah.
yeah, so
It was so stupid.
a couple of things I put in there. Cowboy Cop shows up again at the end.
Yep, at the very
Still
end.
worthless. The other thing I didn't understand is Laurie's fake suicide at the end to try luring Michael. I did not understand the point of that, or Corey, to lure Corey to her. Don't understand that. But then at the end, how Laurie finally kills Michael is so absolutely ridiculous. Is he's been shot and stabbed and beaten to death and lit on fire and whatever, and you know what kills him? Just slitting his throat.
Yep.
And his wrist.
Slitting his throat.
And he bleeds out. Apparently that allows him to bleed out, but nothing else.
Yeah.
And then they proceed to throw him into a trash
Actor.
thing that like spins that, and just chopped him up. And that's it. And that's how it ends. And
I actually laughed at that ending because the whole town
Oh,
was
yeah.
following them there.
yeah, they strapped
like-
him to the top of a car and they
Yeah.
kind of paraded him through
Yeah.
the city. But
And
Yeah.
somehow
Yes.
the whole town caught wind of this in just this
Yeah,
moment.
it's.
Did they have the usual the procession with the jazz music and the people dancing and stuff?
Not as in Mardi Gras style.
Oh, okay.
No, not that. Not that
Oh, okay.
ridiculous.
Sorry.
Oh my God! It for such a huge fan and actually a good promise with the 20 to see it go where it went. And what's even more hilarious is how divisive this movie has been on social media. There's people that are like, if you don't like it, you're not a true Halloween fan, and it's just
Oh shit!
I can't even.
Well, I'm not
It's-
a true
it's
Halloween
ridiculous.
fan, so.
Yeah, it's
I'm not.
bad.
Me
I-
personally, my favorite all-time scary movie, I think it's corny, but I'm gonna go Nightmare on Elm Street.
I mean,
Wait, first one.
First one. Yep, first one.
solid,
And
though.
I like The Exorcist a lot too. The Exorcist was one of my favorites, but Nightmare on Elm Street, that's one where I would be walking somewhere, it's dark, and you just hear something and turn around. You know, it made you not want to go in your basement.
What was the one? I think it took place in Japan, and it was the creepy.
The Grudge.
Yes.
Oh God!
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Jeremy shut it. That's okay. I don't
Yeah.
scare easy.
I love that
Yeah.
one.
That was
is-
freaking scary.
Yeah.
My
That was
my
good.
wife
That was
even
good.
knows that one bothers the hell out
Yeah.
of me.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That
Yeah,
is
the
very
little
good.
kid
Good call.
and the lady
That's one
coming down
where,
the stairs for sure.
Like
was
Freddy
freaky.
Krueger. A lot of the ones I think of scared me when I was younger.
Yes.
When I was a kid, and now I watch them like
There's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
That,
the
that,
original.
that one got you when you were
Grown
adult,
man.
Yes. Yes.
scared the shit out of me.
There's well, and here's the thing. There's not many. At least to me, I love horror movies, and I think it's because they scared me so much as a kid. Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th. They all scared me. Now I watch them as an adult, and you're like, yeah, whatever. But like you said, The Grudge, The Ring, I thought was a good one. But there's not many good horror movies that come out anymore.
The Shining. When I was a kid, The Shining scared the crap out of me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Doctor Sleep?
No.
Great.
Yeah.
Great sequel. Great sequel. Like I think about so my youngest son he's started watching a lot of movies with me, and I've shown him all the classics because I think that you got to start there.
Yep.
Talking about current movies, which I think are great current horror movies. I think the first two Conjurings that have come out have been really good. Not a fan of the third one. The Devil Made Me Do It, I think was what it was called. But for my money,
haven't seen 'em.
the best scary movie to come out maybe the last 15 years, 20 years is called Sinister.
Okay.
Has anyone seen Sinister?
No.
Negative.
No.
Anybody?
I feel like I have.
No.
but
Okay,
maybe
so
not.
it's the villain or the ghost, and it's called Bagul, and it's Ethan Hawke is in it, and he plays a writer who writes who
I have seen.
he has a history of moving into houses that had murders done in them or something, and he will write about it. And he ends up moving into this house because some murders took place. Some kids, or I don't even remember if it was the kids disappeared and the parents were murdered, or the family was murdered. And he starts realizing that this Bagul ends up kidnapping kids and forcing them to kill their parents, and videotaping them. And then Ethan Hawke ends up finding these videos, these movies of these horrific murders in the attic. Have you not seen this, Mike?
I don't think so.
It's kind of funny. So Jeremy, Google if you can, Sinister scariest movie ever or something like that, because there was a study that just came out and they did this, and this is what I think is great about college. Someone probably wrote a thesis on this.
Oh God.
They had people they did a study. They had people watch movies, scary movies, and yeah, according to science. And what they did is they tested it, and they found that this movie, based off of people's heart rates and whatever, all this science, is the scariest one of the last 20-some years.
So there you have it, folks. Science says.
Yes. Hey, we've been told for 2 years to trust the science.
I'm trusting this
Damn
science.
it. Trust the science. Yeah, I watch Sinister. If you want a good horror movie, go to Sinister.
So back to The Grudge.
Yes. Let's get back to that because I want to sleep tonight.
No, so one of the things that scared me, or why it impacted me more,
I wonder if...
because I was still a tech in the field.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I was up in
You're
attics
going-
very
oh.
regularly.
Yep.
So you're sticking your head up?
Yeah, and dark, no light. I mean, you're with a flashlight.
You know,
and
why do you got to
Crawl
do that?
crawl
spaces.
spaces.
Yes.
Oh.
And so
all that.
watching this movie and then like going to work the next day and having like crawl or even like the next month or two.
It's fresh in your mind.
Yeah, I mean, I could not get that out of my mind.
Oh
and
my
I would
God.
like in my
Yes,
head
of
I'd
course
like,
you hear it. Yeah.
There's two parts that freak me out the most. The one was the one where the woman is she's running around her apartment and she ends up lifting the sheet and the kid is that freaks me out the most. And then the end where that I don't know, the woman or whatever she is, but she's walking down the steps, or like crawling down the steps is the only way I
Yes.
can describe it.
Kind of
right?
crab walking down.
Yeah, it's weird
Yeah.
as
such a
shit.
creepy
Like elbows shouldn't be bending that way.
Yeah, and her legs are
yeah,
coming
yeah.
over her head or whatever. Oh my God! So my kids know that movie just bothers the hell out of me,
yeah.
and they'll do that goddamn that thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I literally.
Well, it always amazed me because some of the scariest movies I think are ones that have like little kids in them that are the scary focal points of it.
Yes.
And it's amazing to me because they're children, right? Like,
Well, they
how
should
the,
be innocent.
How the fuck are you scared of a child? But yet you see that you go, oh, and it makes you look at your 4-year-old daughter and go, get the fuck away from me, okay?
I was just gonna say, my daughter
Yeah.
Addie
Yeah.
is infamous at our house for when she wakes up. When she used to, she doesn't really do it much anymore.
She doesn't wake up anymore.
She would wake up from a nightmare or
God.
something, and she would come in my room, but she wouldn't say anything. She
Stand
would
at
just
you.
stand.
Was she
Yes.
still asleep though, or no? She was awake.
She was awake. She just like didn't want to.
She's
wake
doing
us
like the
up.
paranormal
Hey.
activity.
Yeah,
Stand by
she
your
would
bed
just
and wait.
stand
Hey.
and-
Stella does that.
Oh my goodness.
She'll get up probably 2, 3 in the morning. I'll be passed out. She'll get into our bed and not stand on the outside. She'll stand in the middle of the bed between us, stand over us.
Oh my.
And I'll
gosh.
wake up and just be, what the?
Yeah, it's just-
And all she wants to do is just lay down. But yeah, it's that whole
Oh, it
thing about
scares the
like
crap
The
out of
other-
you.
I think it's like the innocence of children.
Yeah,
Like
like
there's such an innocence that you just want to trust,
Yes.
but yet here they are in this put in this position of wanting to kill you or whatever it is. It just really gets to you. It's amazing to me
Now that-
how it's so simple.
I don't think that really comes out to the teenage years until they actually really want to kill you.
I know, but I'm saying in the movies,
Oh,
like
Although the other night, my son wasn't feeling too good about a week ago,
Okay.
and I was up a little bit later, and I could hear. I didn't know he was in the bathroom, but I got up to go use the bathroom, and I thought it was my wife in the bathroom. So the jerk in me sometimes will literally stand right outside the bathroom door and wait for her to open it and just scare her or something. I'm like, I don't want to do this. So what I did is I'm like, I don't want to scare whoever's in there. I'm just gonna go. So our bathroom door, and there's a little wall, half wall, but then there's like a little opening to the kitchen. I'm like, I'm just gonna stand on the other side of this. So when my wife comes out, she's gonna go to the left. She won't even know I'm there. Whatever. Well, all of a sudden I hear the door open. So, and I realize it must be one of my boys because they're coming the other way. They're going the other way to their rooms, and it slows down, and I see my youngest son stop, and he slows and he's peering around the corner. Well, what I didn't realize is my shadow was being cast on the wall. So he walks out of the bathroom, and he sees this shape of a dude just standing there. He was like, and he sees me, and he had the biggest, like, he almost looked like he was gonna cry out of relief because he goes, "Oh my God!" And he runs up and gives me a hug, and he's like, "I thought you were like someone in the house. I thought, oh my God." I'm like, "No, dude, I'm sorry." He goes. And so then the next morning I was laughing about it. He goes, "Next time just stand outside the door and scare me once. Just don't even," yeah. But I didn't realize I looked and you see my outline. It
the
looked
one
like,
time you
and
actually.
I was trying to be
Hey,
considerate,
it's-
and it was kind of horrifying. There's this shadow
the,
just
the
standing
lesson
there.
here for you: don't go outside of who you are. Okay, try not to just be you.
Just roll with
Okay?
it.
Just be you.
Just roll
At
with
least they didn't see something like you and your wife, and it was like the Austin Powers,
Oh.
where it looks like he's
Oh,
pulling
yeah.
stuff out of your ass. That would have been awesome, though.
If you had Morningwood.
tennis racket.
the tennis racket. Yeah, yeah.
Is that a penguin over there? Nope, that's Dad's morning wood. That's just a shadow. Okay.
Couple grenades, whatever. Oh yeah,
That's not mine.
Scary movie is not a scary movie, but it's one of my favorite.
the comedy ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will
Those
go
are
on
great.
record and say Scary
Really?
Movie 2 is better. That's one of those where the
Is that the
sequel-
one with?
the hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's got to be my favorite.
That-
one. Yeah,
My wife and me I quote that nonstop because it is just
yeah.
it is
The
so.
cooking scene where he's prepping the turkey, and he's sticking his hand in there, and
He's like,
gotta get it.
that's. I mean, I'll quote like when he puts the turkey on. He's like, I want the. Yeah,
Listen,
just-
there's way too much fun that can be had with a turkey and the turkey neck.
Yep.
He's
Okay,
like, you got the
there's plenty of
peonies and the
things.
ginies. Yeah, I got the little giblets over
Gotta get
here.
the giblets.
I love that movie so much. Yes, I mean, the door knocker is just a big set of balls on the door,
Yeah,
and
just a
just
great movie.
yeah, just a fantastic movie. Fantastic movie. Has anyone, and I'll probably not seeing you guys didn't even do the homework I asked of you. Jeremy, did you watch Barbarian yet? It's on HBO.
No.
I almost
Don't-
watched it yesterday.
You're lying.
No, I'm not kidding. I was
With
flipping
Arnold
through.
Schwarzenegger?
No, not Conan.
No.
Yeah.
It's literally called Barbarian. It's a
Yeah.
horror movie that just came out.
Oh, okay.
This is one of those like the one, and what I'm now finding that horror movies, I mean, they've probably done this for years, but they're lying in their advertising.
Well,
Yeah.
wasn't Rubber a horror movie?
This one, I loved the trailer so much for this movie. I thought it was going to be one thing, and it literally just turned into just a real stupid monster movie by the end of
Well,
it.
now I'm glad I didn't watch it.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I
got
was
Justin Long
really-
in it.
Yeah, and honestly, you're really glad with what happens to him by the end of that movie. But yeah, I mean, the guy that plays It, the new It, is in there. What's his name?
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård. Yeah, he's in there.
He's got a singular name. Skarsgård.
What is his
like
name?
Madonna.
Yeah, I don't know, Bill or
Cher.
Todd or
Skarsgård.
Ted. I don't know what his name is.
He's one of the Skarsgård.
He's a Skarsgård.
He's the uglier one, right?
He's
Because
a-
wasn't the
he's a
good-looking one in
Skarsgårdian.
True Blood? Was
He
that
was
his
in
brother?
Tarzan.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
he was ripped.
Is he in Northman?
Yeah, just yes, that one.
Skarsgård.
That's
Yeah,
Skarsgård,
That's Skarsgård.
and that's his
Yeah, that's
brother, I
Skarsgård.
think.
Skarsgård.
That's the guy that plays
The
Pennywise.
other Skarsgård, he was the.
Wait,
he
how
was
many
in-
Skarsgårds
He's
are
the
there?
father Skarsgård.
Was
He
it? Was
That's
it?
Stellan
Was it?
Skarsgård, who's in your movie, isn't it?
Yeah, wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm get,
It's in
I'm,
Thor.
Yes,
I'm-
he was.
Yeah.
He's a
I'm
good-
getting all these
He's a good
Skarsgårds
friend of mine.
lost.
Hey, man behind the curtain. Just Google Skarsgård.
Yeah. The Skarsgårds.
You need the
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård. Or go to
No, no,
IMDb.
don't
Skarsgård.
Google Skarsgårds. Google Skarsgårds.
Skarsgård.
Okay, because there's multiple Skarsgårds.
Plural.
Okay.
Oh, my
Skarsgård.
goodness. Yeah, that was just.
How
yeah.
about
Yeah,
the
there.
Sk-
The
Skarsgård
Skarsgård family. There you
family.
go. Yeah.
See, look at
Oh,
this.
boy.
You
Oh,
know?
the other one was in Vikings, and then
Who's the one on the right? Who is
Yeah,
that
he's
one?
the youngest
I
Skarsgård.
know he's hot. It's kind of cute.
I'm more of the Northman guy.
You know, you put those Skarsgårds together, they'd make a run at one direction.
Skarsgårds.
They're competing with us, Hemsworth.
Oh, the Hemsworth.
Well, there's only
families.
two Hemsworths, aren't there?
Hey, you heard about the
Hey, where did
Hemsworth
you guys
that's
buy your
taking over
furniture?
for The Witcher,
Oh,
right?
it's Skarsgårds.
I did.
Yeah, Liam.
The Skarsgårds got a whole line of furniture at IKEA.
Oh, look, they actually have a breakdown.
Would you like the Skarsgård?
Skarsgård.
No, I want
We
the
put-
Fjorkenstein.
We offer free Scotchgard on the Skarsgård.
Oh, my
Tarzan.
goodness. Yeah, Tarzan, the Northman. Yeah, all
Yeah,
that,
the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Skarsgård.
He's
The
also
Skarsgård.
from the
Yeah,
Thor
that's
movies.
Skarsgård.
Thor movies.
I mean, I've heard that they're the next family of Hollywood.
Did you see Northman?
I have not. Is it worth
Okay.
my time?
It's a
Well, I guess
really.
you didn't do the homework.
I watched
was
that
it
one.
assigned?
That was one
It
of
was
the
extra
most
credit.
Hey, that's
boring
not-
movies I've ever
It
seen.
was.
in
That's
my
not a
life.
horror movie. I've
It
heard that's
was.
just, you know.
If it's got a Skarsgård,
Is it really? Was it was boring?
It
I
is boring as hell.
Yes,
Oh,
Jeremy, I'm with
man.
you 100%. I was very excited about it because I like those
Yes.
kind of movies,
Yeah.
and I
I was-
thought this is going to be a great action movie. Oh my God, it dragged on. I
Trash.
thought I was watching
Yeah.
The English Patient. It was so
Well, I never saw
what's
that
it
either.
called?
So, The Northman.
Northman.
The
It's like a
Northman.
Viking
Okay.
type. Yeah, it was not good.
Oh,
there's
that's
like
too
one.
bad.
There's like one good battle scene in there, and then that's it.
So the Skarsgårds were Vikings.
Well, one
They,
of them was.
they could have been, yes, yes. They're descendants of the Skarsgård
The
Viking
Skarsgård.
clan, not to be
And
mixed with
The
Cherry
new
clan.
Furiosa was in it. Oh yeah, Nicole Kidman was in it.
She was.
Ethan
She
Hawke.
was.
Oh,
she-
Alex-
whoa.
What's with that tuxedo
Alexander
over
Skarsgård.
there? What
the
is
fuck
going on
is
with this
that?
tuxedo?
That was my second option for my
Yeah,
Halloween
that's
costume.
that's gonna be my next.
Actually,
year, baby.
I was going to go the
What
episode
is-
1 Heisenberg,
That
Walter
is-
White there.
Yeah, you're wearing
The
that.
tighty
you're wearing
whities,
that
the
Cumberland
shirt,
a little
and the-
low.
You know, when
Yeah.
he's the very
Yeah, when
opening
they're out in the
scene.
desert, yeah.
Yep.
that is a classic
Where
look
he-
right there.
He videotapes himself, right? And
It's where him going like he's about to confess,
yeah, he's gonna
like,
confess that
and he's going to kill himself at one
And
point
the
too.
cops just drive right
Yeah.
Yep,
past him.
yep. The fire department because they started a meth fire.
I need to. I need to watch that again.
How many
Yeah.
times have you watched it through? Do you think?
And probably 3 times, maybe 4.
I've done 9.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
a lot.
because what happened is I ended up watching. I watched it a couple times on my own, and then my oldest son, I got him into it,
Okay.
and then my youngest son, he got into it, so at a different time, and then we all watched Better Call Saul. We kind of then ended up catching up towards the end and watched it all together at the end. So yeah.
No, I've seen it 3, maybe 4 times, and my wife's never been into it.
But when you get to Better Call Saul, we'll have to talk about the ending and what you think of that.
I
Is there
think
a,
I'm-
is
how
there a
many seasons are
Skarsgård
there?
in Better Call Saul?
6.
No.
6 seasons. So I
No,
think
I
I
would've
made it
watched
maybe
it.
through 4 seasons.
Yep, you haven't seen anything
It's
yet.
the Skarsgård family
Oh.
tree.
Skarsgård family tree.
Ooh, there's a who's Aisha? Aisha Skarsgård.
He's right. That's a Volta.
Well, yes. Ooh, Valta's the cute one.
Valta.
Valta's
Sounds like
Valta's the sassy one.
This sounds like we're from Sprocket from the SNL skit.
So we got Volta,
Yeah.
we got Aisha, we got Alexander, Gustav, and then there's
Sam.
No, it's Sam.
Bill.
Sam.
Bill.
Sam.
Sam is the smart one.
Sam.
William.
Sam Skarsgård.
Williams. Aisha.
William.
Wait. I like the upper right hand corner. My Skarsgård. Who's Skarsgård? My Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
It's not yours. It's
It's
mine.
my Skarsgård.
That's their bit. Instead of who's on first,
It's my Skarsgård.
it's my Skarsgård. Who's? Mize.
Bill.
Mize. Oh my goodness.
Well, that really took a turn there. That's great.
That was
see
that
how
was
this
actually
goes.
kind of
Rob,
fun.
Rob,
That
I-
was fun.
It was.
was
Rob,
fun.
I don't
I
think
like
you
that.
told us your favorite scary movie
Oh,
since
boy.
we're on.
Well, I think let me guess. Was it Aliens?
Aliens, yes, and
Does that qualify as a
I think yes, parts of it because
Pulp
I mean it
Fiction.
is such
it's a
a
sci-fi?
so
Is it really
sci-fi action, but there's a lot of horror elements to it.
so you
jump scares?
So you
and-
talk about The Grudge, poking your head up into the attic, and that's there when Hicks pokes his head
Oh,
up
yeah.
into
Oh,
the
and they
ceiling
see
tile
all
and looks
the
around,
aliens?
and they're just
Like
Yeah.
the whole swarm of them coming.
that's what freaks me out going into crawl spaces. I'm like,
Yeah.
looking.
See, I agree with that. I being younger, one of the scariest movies I thought when I was it was The Thing.
Don't ask.
So random.
Apparently, looking at rice pilaf.
This must be
Is that another Skarsgård? Jollof rice Skarsgård?
Sam Skarsgård's favorite food, jollof rice.
Thor must be getting hungry back there.
I don't know. I clicked on one of these and it went to the rice.
Random.
So a Skarsgård.
Oh no! I clicked on the Google. It's on Google right now.
Oh, good
A
lord.
Skarsgård linked to rice.
So is it aliens? Is that your?
Aliens or Poltergeist?
Yes.
Really?
Poltergeist
Yes.
is a good one,
Poltergeist,
especially the clown. The
the
clown.
clown and
Scary
just
Movie 2 clown's a little bit better.
No.
I'm just seeing if you remember
No.
the scene. No?
just like no.
Never mind.
I'm trying to remember.
It's a little R-rated.
Killer clowns from outer space.
yes. Yeah.
that was one of those horribly.
That one's so
It was
good, though.
horrible,
bedroom
but it
scene,
was
right?
great.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
One of my favorite scary movies was Critters.
You like Critters, yeah?
Yeah,
With the
like-
one with Leo? Was that the one with DiCaprio?
No, it was
No, I thought that was-
the
But-
original.
Oh, the original one.
But again, that's
Oh
kind of
no, I'm thinking Tremors. Sorry.
like for me, that's one of those movies like
Gremlins?
like Gremlins.
Ooh.
Like
Yeah.
how can you let this little 1 foot tall
yeah.
green frog
But see,
with
Gremlins,
fangs?
I
Say
think
that
their
now.
thing
Kill
is
you.
they overrun you though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They
Yeah.
kind of turn it like like Critters. They overran.
Yeah.
Like it was just sheer numbers. Not that you
Yes.
couldn't punt one of those things,
Right.
but they were.
But while you were punting one, 3 others were
They're
shooting
on
at
your back.
right?
Yeah. Yes.
Or someone was attacking with a fluorescent light bulb, stabbing you in the neck. Something.
Don't worry. It's not a fatal
No.
wound.
No.
Did you all see The Thing?
Whoa,
Kurt
whoa.
Russell?
I thought that was after the podcast.
No, it's up on the screen right now.
Oh.
It's 24/7 here.
No,
With Kurt Russell. With
Yes,
Kurt Russell.
that is
No.
a great.
That
great
one,
movie.
when I was younger, I remember seeing it. I was probably too young, and it scared me.
That is pretty
For sure.
gory as well, but it's a very it's a horror good and it's a good thriller too.
Pet Cemetery.
Yep.
That one doesn't age well for me though.
That
No,
The
you know,
original
when I
one.
was a kid.
As a kid, yes.
Yeah, as a kid,
Scared
that
the shit
freaked
out of
yeah,
me.
but
freaked the
have
Puppet
you watched
Master?
it recently though?
Puppet Master.
Is that the one with
Phantasm.
Yeah, Phantasm. I was gonna bring
the
that up
drill?
too.
They're like
Phantasm.
the guy with the knives and all that stuff. Yeah.
The
What
little-
about Children
Oh.
of the Corn?
Never seen it.
Good
Never
old
saw
have
Children
seen
of the
it.
Corn.
What's the kid's name in there? What was the?
Jebediah.
It wasn't Damien.
It wasn't the that because that's
Malachi.
Omen.
Malachi.
Jebediah
Malachi.
Skarsgård.
He was he was
Malachi?
he was
Yes.
Malachi.
he was Christian or Hans, Hans from the
Hans
Burbs.
Skarsgård.
From
Yes.
the Burbs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hans
There's
Skarsgård.
no Hans.
Malachi Skarsgård.
Jebediah Skarsgård.
Oh, all of a sudden, now they're Amish.
It's whatever they
It's
choose
the furniture. They stay in the furniture families.
to be. Courtney Gaines, there he is. Yep, Malachi. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
No, I've
Children
never
of
seen
the
it.
The
Corn.
good old Hellraiser.
But that's the
ones were
thing, like
pretty,
like you said, as a kid, all those monster movies just scare the hell out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing, as I've gotten older, the things that really freak me out the most are the things that are like plausible.
Yeah.
So that's why people called it torture porn, but the first one that came out that really kind of started the genre was Hostel.
Yeah.
That one freaked me out, not just because, it was gory and ridiculous, but what it was the fact that there was just like a group of, like a business out there so powerful that they
Or-
would buy you or like kidnap you and sell you to the highest bidder just so you could be
Right.
murdered.
Yeah, Saw.
That
Saw,
freaks me out.
Saw was another one.
Saw,
for me.
yeah, the
Like,
original Saw
like-
is great.
Like,
It is.
like there could actually be somebody out
Yes.
there orchestrating doing
Yes.
this. shit.
Well, and I think what's great about those is it puts you in that mindset of, okay, what the hell would I do in that situation? What am I going to do if I were ever put there? Would I cut my own foot off?
right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I
with
think
this
that's,
rusty hacksaw.
it's more of the mental anguish that you go through as opposed to just the jump out, scream, and scare
Yeah,
you type
just
thing. You
that
know?
one just-
That's where it gets you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Not that it was scary to me. It was
No.
just like that whole, oh my
Very
god,
sinister.
yeah.
Well, the plot. If you ever learned the plot of it, that's what's the scariest thing about it. And I don't want to. It ruins the movie if I tell you. So
No,
I'm
just,
going to.
I would really. That's not a homework assignment, boys. I would
But
really
just
recommend
do it.
watching Sinister.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, it's a good scary movie.
Sunday after church with the
Yeah.
daughter.
Oh, look at there's Darth Maul's debut as a horror movie.
Hey.
As he's down in his luck.
Smiling.
Here's the Skarsgård.
Scary. Hey, that's Scary Skarsgård.
How do you pronounce his name? Ait
Where's-
Skarsgård?
No, we're
Height.
we're
It's-
sporty
it's Ait
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
Baby
Sporty.
Skarsgård. I'm posh Skarsgård.
How about zombie movies?
Those are hit or miss too,
I-
because
Or vampire movies? Because
Those
there's
are
been
all hit or
there's
miss.
been so many
Yeah.
vampire movies.
I'll tell you one that I'll probably get booed out of the podcast for this, but World War Z.
That's a
I
great.
like
I
that.
thought
one.
that was a
a good one.
phenomenal
I
movie. It
won't
wasn't
put-
scary, but I thought it was a phenomenal movie. Just the concept of it, but like even the action scenes, everything.
Have
like
you read the book?
and no.
nothing like it.
And
No.
I'm
Book is
different.
Hey, I'm
Read?
45 years old with 2 kids. I ain't reading books. Okay.
How about
I know.
Well,
read
just
it.
kids' books.
I Am
Yes,
Legend?
exactly. I Am Legend. Yeah.
Well-
but my point with the World War Z was, you had this you had this perception of zombies where they're slow moving, and you can
these
just
were
kind of get around.
hordes.
And these guys were just like come at you, and I love the concept of they're hunting down those that are healthy, not the sick,
Yep.
and the whole idea of, hey, let me infect myself with something. They run right past you and don't. I
Great
thought it was a
movie.
cool.
I won't punt you out of the podcast, but I'll punt that Brad Pitt's wife for the worst time to make a phone call
Well,
in that movie.
your wife's not watching this, right?
No,
Okay, mine
not
neither.
yet.
Not mine neither. When do wives ever make a timely phone call?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. Yeah, she called me at work today.
Usually
right when I
when
was in
you're
a
out-
meeting with my boss, I'm like, I'm literally at work right now. I know, but you want the dinner to be warmed up when you get home. I don't care. Put it away.
Or you're on the shitter. Damn it! I don't want to answer this. Quick side note. You guys answer your phone when you're in the
No.
toilet.
Hell no.
No.
Depends on who's calling.
Nope.
See, if anybody
We'll
was
be
going
honest.
to,
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Okay, what is
I
it
did
going to
not.
take?
I
That's
mean,
my time, all
Yes,
right?
I am
Nobody's disturbing me. That's my time.
I mean,
had-
it would have to if it was like a work call or something that
Well, work calls definitely
What?
on the voicemail.
business related. I would not answer.
No,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
totally opposite.
Okay.
It's one of you schmucks or
No, I make sure I pick up.
Yeah, you
whenever
might want to
stuff
pick
for
up
work.
because you don't know what bourbon I might have found for you.
yeah, I'll pick up.
You might, but then again, I'm a
No.
text guy too, because that's the thing. Who the hell, you know?
I'm sure Jeremy and Bob have been on the phone with me while I'm, pitching
Oh.
one off.
I could have 911 call me and I won't answer it.
No?
I make sure I pick
way.
it up whenever someone from work calls because then I want to point it out that, hey, yeah, you are bothering me right now. Like, hey, what are you doing? I'm taking a shit. Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Listen,
I do it on purpose.
I guess I'm a little bit more self-conscious in the fact that I don't want to be talking to somebody and go, yeah, no, everything's, oh, I don't care.
You might hear a little bit of squeaky noises.
Or you get the,
A whimper? Whimper?
Who does number 2 work for?
yeah. I don't. Okay, sorry.
Ouchies.
I just had to ask because zombie movies.
Spicy.
You were bringing
Yeah,
up
so
zombies.
yeah. What,
Zombieland.
so-
Zombieland.
I was gonna say Zombieland.
Zombieland
Or
is awesome.
1 and
That's a
2.
Yeah, I like
Yes.
Double Tap.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a great movie. Those
I'm
are
a big
fun.
fan of the Homer Simpson zombie personally.
You lost me.
In Zombieland 2.
Oh,
the
okay.
Homer,
Oh, yeah.
where he just wanders around aimlessly. They're
Yeah.
like, "Don't waste the bullet. It's a Homer."
How about like Jaws? Like, is that really a
Yes.
horror movie?
It was
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
in the day.
Yeah.
I
took
think
my
it's
daughters
because
to go
people
see
had
it.
never. I took my boys to see it at South Shore because I'm like,
Yeah.
you need to see this on the big screen.
Right.
Yeah, I
And
took
that's
them at
actually a
the big
movie
screen,
that
too,
I never saw on the big screen.
Why
I only
don't
saw
you
it
go
on
in the
TV.
water?
Piranha,
the-
Piranha, Double D.
Yeah, it's just one of those of like
Double D.
you go to
It
see,
was
you take it
3D.
in,
3D, Double D.
and I don't think the fans or like the people then
That's a
saw
different
anything
kind of
like that
movie,
before.
Jeremy.
No, it is out there.
It was just Jaws is honestly up there in my Mount Rushmore of movies.
Yeah, Jaws is good.
Yeah, and that's one that I'll keep on. I mean, it's kind of like Shawshank for me. Like if I see Shawshank
Yeah.
on, I'll watch it.
For me, like
I don't care what
and
part
I don't,
it is.
I don't put it in the category of scary necessarily. Some may, but Silence of the Lambs to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
I,
Yeah,
it
I
would.
think that's more
It's sus-
suspense.
I mean, it's a
suspense
It's more
thriller, but
suspense. I wouldn't necessarily
there's
go
horror
scary.
elements.
There's horror elements, but Silence of the Lambs is my all-time favorite movie.
Yeah.
Love that
Yeah, that's
movie.
a good movie.
Can never go wrong with it.
Did you guys like Jaws 4?
You know what? You know what? I could fill up a notebook with what. The best line from that is when
I
they
miss
asked
Jo- I
Michael
miss
Caine.
Jaws.
No, they
Caine.
asked Michael Caine what he thought of Jaws 4, and he goes, "I don't know. I never watched it, but I love the house that it bought." He doesn't. He
Attaboy.
even knew that it was a pile of shit, but
Yeah.
he's like, you know what? I'll cash that check and buy a house.
I'm not mad at you.
Nope, I have no problem. That
I
movie
would
is
too.
awful because it has a shark that swims down from Amity Island, goes all the way down to the Bahamas to
Bahamas,
follow because
yeah.
it apparently knows where people can fly.
He's taking a vacation.
And then it growls at the end too. It actually apparently sharks have vocal cords where it actually growls.
Have you
Yeah.
ever not heard a shark growl?
I've never, because they don't have vocal cords.
Well, you don't know that.
Since we're
You've
on
never
this
heard it.
subject, Sharknado.
Nah.
Never seen it.
I've seen it, and I've seen it once,
Never
So
seen
the
it.
first
and
three.
I just no.
I watched
at
it for
all.
Tara Reid.
She's
I'm
in it.
kidding.
Really?
We all literally went. All three.
Oh, I knew I got
That
it.
was the scariest thing I've ever heard.
Wow.
Ooh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Speaking of Tara Reid, or what's it?
They,
Speaking of Tara Reid,
No,
Yeah.
can we just move on?
They're
from
actually
there?
making another American Pie movie, from what I heard.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
what they're calling this one now, but
Jason Biggs hasn't done anything.
well,
for
he hasn't
20
done anything
years,
since
so-
the last
You're
one.
right. So they got.
And I don't think anybody else has either. So
No.
yeah, yeah, I heard that one. I went, okay, that's probably gonna go right to Peacock as well,
Probably.
or Hulu or something. Who knows?
I think they all. The original was decent, and the rest of them sucked. So I wouldn't. I wasn't a fan of it.
I liked
I
the
enjoyed
second one.
I enjoyed both of them.
I wasn't a
There was
fan.
a third one. There was American Wedding.
I did not like the
Oh,
wedding
yeah.
one,
I
but I
didn't-
liked
I didn't even
The only
watch
thing I liked
that
about
one.
the wedding one was when he shaved his pubes and they went through the
Goes
bed.
all over
They go all over everyone. Because that happened to me.
what?
So, Silence of the Lambs, like we were talking. No, I'm kidding. It didn't. Okay. Sorry.
Like,
Oh,
tell me more.
we were sitting on the edge of our seats for that
Yeah.
story.
With bated breath, waiting.
Note to
Oh,
self, don't say that again. It causes a pause in the pod. Skarsgård? Skarsgård?
Oh,
I don't
God.
know
So,
if I have
See,
any
that's what we
other,
say when we're uncomfortable now.
Skarsgård.
well, I hate to be
Skarsgård.
the bearer of bad news, but I know we're getting a little bit. I don't know if we're getting close to that, but we do have something to drink.
Break time.
Which one? The Jack?
Hey,
No.
the
Oh.
timer is like 20 minutes behind. I started it late. Sorry.
Yeah, I see. We're at about 10 o'clock. So we do have some
Malort.
Malort and Glyph.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh God.
He's got to do the glyph.
Well,
I
see, and
will
that's-
try the Malort. I've never tried
Yeah.
that.
So let.
Yeah,
grab
I've never
those.
tried Malort either. So
Yeah.
I'll-
The good
Do
news.
we have shot glasses, Jeremy?
The good news for run
or
I
something?
can grab some.
Yeah.
for Run to Mike. Okay, is I've heard that Glyph and Malort are both approved cures for COVID.
Oh.
From the CDC. So
It won't kill the COVID, but it might kill you,
Yes,
which will in
exactly.
turn
Well,
kill the
so-
COVID.
right.
Well, and I'm gonna say that this Glyph, I can't speak for how bad this one is because this is not the one that we had.
So what got you? Who bought the Glyph and
So
why?
Jeremy bought it because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
Yes.
the bottle looks okay. It's cool label, whatever, and it was cheap apparently. And so they literally, I got here and they had all tried it before I got here.
Was it in that? You know how
No,
there's a shopping cart
no,
full of like all
no,
the shitty
no.
liquors and wines.
Well,
that
it was so
nobody
bad
wants,
they've been
and it's like
discounting
discount
it.
whiskey.
They've been discounting it at it's at Woodman's.
Woodman's
Glyph.
glyph.
So it's the one we tried was called
it down.
Royal. It was Glyph Royal,
Royale.
like ROYAL, not Royale.
Yes.
Like
No
it's
cheese.
Good. No,
No.
it's
Royal.
yeah, Royal. And
That's
at first it smelled
cool
awful.
bottle.
Yes,
That is a
and honestly,
cool
that's one of those.
bottle. Yeah.
I'm a sucker for a good bottle. It smelled like shit, and I can't. I literally took a sip, and I can't even. It almost tasted like dusty potpourri, if you can think of that, like the potpourri that you may have been at your grandmother's house, that was sitting there for like 30 years.
I did.
That's what it tasted like.
I did taste the earth in it.
Earthworm, maybe.
Endless West. Endless.
and we have used that as
Grab the
as-
Malort too.
we have used that
Can
as
you grab it?
lighter fluid too, Mike.
Yes, it does work as lighter fluid.
Yes,
Yeah.
literally,
Very well.
it has worked as lighter fluid.
So
86 proof.
yeah,
86
it's literally made in a laboratory. They don't.
Aren't the
Age
best
it.
things in life made in laboratories?
Oh, look at what it says right here. So actually, it says the perfect gift for friends or enemies on the side, and on the inside it says weeding out the weak since 1933.
Yeah, I'll pass.
And
Really?
actually,
1933.
No, you're not passing.
Wow.
You think this is good?
Jeremy gets to keep the ornament.
It's beautiful.
It is.
It's
But
very
I've had
cute.
this once in my life, and it truly is awful.
Malort.
Yes.
So
Well-
I did bring I did a little bit of research
Yes.
on what you drink or mix Malort with, and
Gummy bears.
I brought grapefruit soda and grapefruit.
We may try that
juice.
after the fact.
Yeah, so we'll do a shot,
Trying it straight, huh?
and then we'll try.
And
mixing
here
it
we'll,
see if
uh,
we can
Where
find,
when do we put the Jolly Rancher in? No.
It says Jepson's Malort has the aroma and full-bodied flavor of an unusual botanical. Its bitter taste is savored by two-fisted drinkers. So if you can only picture, I picture the two-fisted slopper from the
County
video board
Stadium.
at County Stadium
Yes.
as someone who's gonna like this crap. It's 35% alcohol by volume,
35.
70 proof.
Wow.
It is weak. It doesn't matter what it doesn't have in alcohol. It makes up for it, and
Shitty taste.
it's probably close to what it's. It. My vague recollection is what I anticipate like the juice at the bottom of a dumpster would taste like.
And you're making me drink this?
Yes.
Wow.
Hey,
L
It's-
for love.
if I gotta suffer, you gotta suffer too, man.
Well, and even to make it even worse, I know you've just described it beautifully, but to make it worse, it says it was in Chicago. It's from.
It's a Chicago
Oh,
liqueur.
come on!
Well, that explains
Now,
Yes.
now it's really going to taste
Yeah.
like
It
shit.
goes good with like a deep dish pizza or maybe some Italian beef.
it. Or a fresh loss.
I got some Italian.
And
beef
not
for
just
you.
your team. Like it goes good when someone dies.
Kevin
apparently.
sausage.
I also have some Skarsgård meatballs for you too.
Skarsgård meatballs.
Skarsgård.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop.
Yeah, I don't.
Are we waiting for man?
Yeah, I'm
behind
not
the
opening
curtain?
this
Bring it,
because
but I'm
yeah.
gonna pop now.
You're gonna pop now. You gonna
Let
you
it
gonna
breathe. Gotta let it breathe.
are we gonna pass that bottle after you drink it? Because that sounds wise.
It doesn't.
CD
It doesn't
CDC
matter how
recommended.
much that breathes.
I don't know.
The
That
Mighty
one might
Thor.
not be bad.
The mighty Thor. Thank you, sir.
Here, pass it down. to whoever's throwing it.
See, so yeah, it's a
What is
little-
it? What do we
there's-
has the has the
There's
tasting
no earth
notes?
on this.
Yeah, no
one.
earth.
We have
Huh?
smoke, which is, you know,
A
one
standard
out of
ingredient
four,
in
one
a
out of
house
four.
Well, I attribute that to more scotch.
Yeah, smoke is a standard ingredient.
Spice,
Oh,
And
which
everything
is
nice.
that's
three-
clear.
which is 2.5 out of 4.
Yeah,
Sherry,
sherry as in the lady.
Or cherries, the fruit.
no sherry,
Sherry parts?
Well, yes, sherry, which is 3 out of 4, and highest on the scale on the label is vanilla, which is 4.5 or 3.5 out of 4.
Huh.
So
I'm
the
just-
the
yeah.
overwhelming note is vanilla.
I will make sure we have the royal the next time.
Okay.
It doesn't smell
Smells
as
fruity.
It
Yeah.
doesn't smell as bad as the royal or
This
Royale.
smells-
Have y'all tried it? Because
No.
I'll be the first.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, this is your drink too. Anyways, we got
This
shot
is called
glasses here
Glyph
if you wanna.
85H, whatever that means.
85H.
Jason, we've got the shot
Yes,
glasses if
there
you
you
want to pour out the Chicago's barrel piss.
I heard someone call this the Chicago hate crime.
Yeah. I imagine it as being the runoff from the troughs at Wrigley Field. How's that?
Oh, jeez.
That's what that is.
After a double header
Yes.
On a 90-degree day.
Yes. He's still standing.
Has an earthy tone.
Yeah.
Really? There's earth in that one too?
All right, Jeremy, don't go running far here. Oh my
Oh,
God.
Christ.
So
Fat Thor's not running any.
I guess what I would like us to do with this is start with I'd like to maybe get our opinions on what this crap smells like.
Okay.
Malort?
Okay? Yes.
Okay.
And then we can go from there.
I hope you're not pouring me a full shot.
Yeah,
glass of
no,
that.
please don't. Some of us have to work tomorrow.
Go ahead, Jeremy, pull that one there.
Oh, God.
Don't worry, I don't even know if I can get a full shot down. I'm just feeling. I didn't know if you wanted to mix it with the glyph, Jeremy.
I just have this Wrigley Field trough juice in my.
No, fine.
Here.
I have no problem being judged by people as being a wussy. L for love.
you?
L's for love.
I don't know.
I really wish.
It literally does smell like burning.
I want our audience to experience this as well. So
Oh yeah, the bitter is like that is bitter as hell. It's like
Oh.
biting into an orange rind.
my eyes twitching,
It's
and I haven't
That is
drank any yet.
gross.
just the smell.
No, I took a sip.
Yeah. The fuck is there? Is there acetone in this?
Awful.
Oh my God.
Just smelling it smells.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And-
what the fuck?
Do we have
Dude!
to drink this?
And
Oh, it tastes like a dirty.
Oh,
and there's people.
oh!
There's
Smells
people
like
that drink.
Bigfoot's dick.
There's people that drink this.
I would rather have hairy balls in my mouth right now.
It
Good
is-
God.
It is so.
Oh my God.
It's gonna take some hairy balls.
Oh
to
my
get
God.
taste
This
out
is
of my mouth.
horrible.
It is so ungodly
Oh.
bitter.
I don't know if I can drink that.
Oh, I'm
can't.
not. I'm not drinking it.
Come on, pussy.
I can't.
Bottoms up. Let's
Oh
do this.
God, no.
Oh my God. You can't wash that away.
No.
Oh. I'm never going to a Cubs game.
Yep.
Oh. Good Lord.
I bet it just ruined this fucking cookie for me.
That's
Yeah, that's bad.
My fillings are stinging right now.
Oh,
Oh.
that's what I remember.
why?
Oh my God.
My eyes are watering.
How does that survive?
You want to go get some grapefruit juice?
I don't think I want to even try.
No. Why would you? I wouldn't mix that with anything except the garbage disposal.
That is.
Oh my!
That is really bad.
That is horrible.
Yeah,
How is
I've-
that company still in business?
That's what I was saying. How does that survive?
But here's the thing. You know what's really amazing, Mike? Jepson's, who makes this,
Yeah,
makes amazing bourbon.
yeah, I know.
Their store picks of bourbon are
This is Carly Rae Jepsen's company.
I don't know.
Oh,
Mike's. Did you just burp over there?
oh my God. Rob, is the cookie doing anything for you?
No,
Oh,
it's not.
That is,
It is.
it is lingering in the back of my throat.
yeah.
Those of you out there that are
That's what she
that
said.
are
Yeah.
that are making this stuff,
Shame on you.
Jason's still coughing from it.
just
It's.
stop, please.
It's almost like if you took a delicious
I can't even
deep
taste
dish
it
pizza
right.
from Chicago, and you let it like sit in a Thai food dumpster for a week
And I love Thai food.
in a hot sun, and then like
Yeah, that's bad.
I'm like getting.
No, it's like you took all the hair out of the drain in the tub, and you threw it on the carpet, and you licked the
It's
hell out
if
of
you
it.
took.
That's what it tasted like.
I will.
It's
I will
almost-
happily take a shot of Glyph Royale right now.
It's
just
almost.
to get
If,
this
I
fucking
told
taste
you.
out of it.
It's almost if you took the bitterest hops,
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
and then let them like spoil.
And then soaked him in kerosene.
Like wringing out
Yeah,
like a
those,
dirty,
those,
dirty
Mike-
hops have
dish
been
rag that's
spoiled
been, like,
5
sitting
You know-
in a-
Get some gummy bears, Mike. That helps. Like a whole handful.
Jesus.
All right, who wants another shot?
Shut up.
If you pay me, I will.
I hope you people at home are appreciating what we put ourselves through for your entertainment.
See, this is educational,
Yeah.
guys.
Don't buy Jepson shit.
No, you can buy it and just give it to people that you don't
We
like.
need to see if that's flammable because that'll be good for a torch. Oh, man. That will not go away.
No, it's
Yeah, it's dark.
Can you pass me that?
you
Glyph?
know what I'm afraid of, Jesse. I'm afraid of waking up tomorrow morning with this taste still in my mouth.
It's still
Hey,
gonna
Rob.
be there.
Rob, do me a favor. Can you grab that banana rum? I'm gonna grab a shot of that,
God,
please.
yes.
Oh,
Thank you. It
Good
should be
Lord.
right behind you.
I know.
oh.
I'm gonna bring a glass out for that.
I'm gonna fill this up and drink.
And I'm not somebody who's, objects to things, the lingering on the throat feel, okay? But that is horrible.
I did not believe
Oh.
That is horrible.
but now I
No.
believe you.
Don't drink the Glyph.
No, you just compounded it.
Don't drink the Glyph.
You're like you're mixing orange juice and salsa right
No,
now.
it.
Yeah. See?
Glove's not good either.
Best live stream ever.
I will.
Bob,
I will.
oh.
I, I
Right
will.
now,
Li-
you see your
I
head.
will literally lick a toilet to get this
Yeah.
taste out of my mouth. Oh my god.
Oh, the Glyph mixed with that.
Yeah, I can imagine. You may want to point that mouth another direction, please. You look like it's not going to hold.
All right.
Okay, that's good.
Oh god.
I need something.
Oh,
Here, I'm gonna do
To
this.
the rescue.
oh, wow.
Oh shit. And I don't really like rum either.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Put a little orange juice in this too.
Yeah, that's a closing note right there.
Happy Halloween.
Boo humbug. Boy, I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
you guys just witnessed the worst horror show you've ever seen.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the Thanksgiving special we do.
I don't know.
Oh.
A Malort basted turkey.
I'm so glad I thought of this.
Oh.
I have heard good things about
Malort tastes great.
Jack Daniel's Winter Jack.
The-
Tennessee
Oh. Hey, throw
I
some,
literally just
throw some
chugged
gummy
half of
bears
this.
in that banana rum there, Rob.
And the tongue taste is still there.
Oh yeah, it's never gonna go away.
No, it's not.
Hook
It's
me up with
there.
some of that OJ
It-
there.
you're cursed now. We're all cursed because of freaking Malort.
Say when.
Good
All right,
Lord.
okay.
I put some gummy bears in that
Wow.
banana rum. It tastes good.
Can I save that shot glass? I actually want to take it
No.
somewhere and shoot it.
No, I think you need to drink that.
Sure.
No.
No.
Drop it in
No.
your drink right now and chug it.
Wait, you didn't? Drink,
No.
wait, you didn't
You
drink
could-
the whole thing?
No, I did not, and I
Huh?
will. I will not.
Okay, I'll come out and
It
drink the
wasn't
rest.
good
Oh.
mixed
I'm
with.
not gonna let it go to waste.
You
Yeah.
already had
Oh my
that.
god.
I had the shit.
Listen, you can. I'd rather you donkey
But
punch me
that-
in the nuts than have
awful.
to drink that.
No, I seriously. I want to.
Yeah.
I want to take that somewhere. I want to take it out somewhere and shoot it.
Yeah.
I really do.
But
Let's
yeah,
Molotov cocktail that shit.
Oh.
Jeremy, do not. Jeremy.
Oh fuck.
Oh God, Thor. You are drunken Thor.
Oh,
Oh, my God. That was perfect.
I feel so bad for him right now.
Did you glyph yet?
Oh,
Did Jeremy
drank
glyph?
that crap.
Did he glyph?
Did he
No, but
glyph?
he just took a second shot of Malort.
But did he glyph?
Yeah.
Jeremy glyphed?
Call 911 right now.
Yeah.
He's
He's passed out. Look, you can see him. He's passed out.
He's not going to be standing for much
He's
longer.
out.
Oh my God.
It's not just Cheese Whiz.
Oh.
Nope.
It's Malort.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so
How much was that?
Too much.
Yeah.
whatever he
much.
says, it's that. No, I don't even know. Oh God, that's gross. Yeah, I chugged half of this,
I
and
feel like
the
I need to
Malort
eat burnt toast right now
still
to
there.
get this taste out of my mouth.
Bird.
Burnt.
Have
Yeah.
you guys seen there's a fish
Overcooked pork
that's
loin.
supposed to be like the worst smelling anything. Like it's,
A fish.
yeah, I forget what it's
It's a
called.
fish.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't know. I'll gladly take a bite of that fish right now.
Yeah.
Well, so you know what? What we need to do, boys, is we need to make sure that bottle of Malort makes it up to Guys Weekend for Mike.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
But we need to disguise it. We could put it in a different bottle.
Yeah. Say, hey, Mike, I found this great bourbon.
Put it in the Jack Daniels
I
bottle.
could
that it's
convince
got
him that
You
it's
could.
something like it's something out of my stash.
Yeah, you
Sir
could.
Sir Stroming.
Skarsgård?
So Scum is
a,
God.
it's a throbbing Skarsgård.
The
throbbing.
throbbing
It's
Skarsgård?
a
Oh, yes.
Oh, throbbing Skarsgård.
I found my costume for next Halloween, the throbbing
throbbing
Skarsgård.
A tinned fish from Sweden.
A tinned
Oh.
fish?
Yeah, and it's,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like a
a cured-
challenge.
Yeah, like a cured.
Hey,
Uh,
where was our friend from at Mike's wedding? Is it Norway?
Norway.
He's from Norway.
Norway.
Yes. Don't say Sweden.
No, I didn't. That's why I didn't want to say it because I knew it. I'm like, it's
Lars,
not that one.
if you're watching,
He's
if
not
you're
watching.
you don't
He's
know.
Not, he is not watching.
You don't know.
this. I do know.
You don't know.
Lars, if you're out there, message in.
We love you,
All
guy.
right.
Lars Skarsgård.
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 Oh my God. Oh. Well, how much longer do we want to carry this on?
I don't want to. It's every time I talk, it just kind of flows
It's
up from the
literally
back of the throat.
On the back of my tongue, not
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
tip. It's on the back.
No, it's on the back. It's in my throat. It's like having a hot pepper that just kind of coats the back of the throat.
lingers.
Yeah, it's lingering
It
right
lingers.
now. Yeah.
This is gonna burn when I pee.
I quit
isn't it?
smoking. I quit smoking 3 weeks
No,
or 3 months ago.
that's
I feel
gonna
like I need to
happen for
lick an
whatever else
ashtray
you deal
right
with
now.
there.
Okay.
Oh, whoops, that's secret.
That was bad.
Yeah.
It's awful.
That is
You're
one
welcome.
of the worst things I've ever put in my mouth, and I put a lot of things in my mouth.
You said that last week, and now you're saying it again, and I'm just really curious.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
It was in Vegas. It's a cut of hay.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I was at a low point. okay?
Ouch.
What can I say?
that's true.
My car broke down. I needed to do something. All right, so
Mike and the boys.
thanks for the fuck wagon.
Oh man.
Well, gentlemen, this is. I'd love to say this has been a pleasure. It was up until about 10 minutes ago.
Gross.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
And
No, not anymore.
and,
Yeah.
and this whole thing is documented.
Yes.
So.
For prosperity. Yes. Jason, thank you again.
God. Yeah, you're welcome, boys. I don't even know. If you like what we're
Malort.
doing on this and you want to see some more, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about.
Do not ask us to drink Malort again because
We're-
under
Yeah.
no circumstances, unless there is a large sum check involved, maybe.
Maybe we'll do for April Fools. We'll do Malort Jello shots. How about that?
Oh,
God, I hate you.
I'll do it.
I think I have the Rona.
Already?
No,
I'll have
in
it for
April.
6 months.
It's scheduled.
Yeah, I think I'm getting my second vasectomy scheduled
Yes.
for that.
I'm having it reversed so I can have a kid and just lock myself up for another 18 years.
Well, I only had half of it done, so I need to get the other half. Only
I-
one the vast.
I can only afford half.
It's a buy one get one this time.
I've been shooting lefties this whole time, last 6 months. Good thing I'm
Like
right-handed.
Zoolander. You can't hang a Louis, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jeremy, thanks for your help behind or Thor, I should say. Mike, Rob, Jesse, thanks everybody. That was fun. And like I said, like, comment, subscribe. If you like what we're doing, let's have some fun. Let's keep this rolling. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Bells for love.
God's God.
Good night.